Okay, it's time to finish this nice guitar. First of all, I'll clean the fretboard, I'll clean the guitar, I'll level. There's a little problem with the 12th fret after I fixed the neck, so I'll figure out what's wrong with that one, I think. So, and then after that I will color the neck here a little bit and give it some varnish and some lacquer so that it's protected and finished. Also, I want to change. I put in temporarily this tuner. I bought another tuner which is not exactly the same, and it wasn't black, but I painted it black. But I'm sure that this will look a lot better on here. So first off with the strings, and I made a new improved version of my string winder tool, so it's now a little bit better. Almost off. So I want to check the fretboard first. See if all the frets are okay. So I have this leveler, but before I got this, I just used knife blades. But what you do is you put it on, and if it cannot rock, and it cannot, then the frets are okay. They are level. I don't know if you can hear it or see it, but actually this one is a little bit tall here. So if it rocks, it's because the center one is a bit tall. So it's a bit tall here. There's no problem over here, so that's good. But this side, it's too tall. So I put a marker on it to remember it. And I take the next ones. Slide over there. And now the distance between the frets are lower, shorter, so I change sides. And again I change sides. So the 12th thread, as I already said, and this is the one that fell out, so it's probably also, and it wasn't positioned 100% correctly. It's a little bit off to that side. That might actually be part of it, so I'll try to take it off again, I think, and remount it. But apart from that, there's really no major problems with the fretboard. So, and these are really not very high, so I just file them a little bit. This one is a little bit annoying because it's also a little bit out over the edge in this, so you can actually scratch your fingers. I don't have the right pliers for this, so I'm using this one. This is not necessarily good. I think I should not be doing that. I think I'll try with this one instead. Yes, that was definitely more gentle to the fretboard. So, okay, as I will try now adding it in the right position instead of in the wrong position. And then I hope it will go down. So, it's higher a little bit in this side over here. So, I'll file down these a little bit so that they get level. And I'll just, yeah, okay, I cut myself on the fret. You have to protect the fretboard because otherwise it will not, you can ruin the fretboard with a file easily. So I have this small piece of metal that fits right over the fret, and it even comes with a rubber band, so you can attach it with the rubber band so that it goes around the neck and stays in place. Like this. Okay. Still a little bit high. You have to be careful you don't take off too much. If it's a lot of frets, then you use a straight edge to do it, because that's a lot easier to control. So in the center here it's now okay. Still a little bit more here. A little bit more. also a little bit in the other end here. This is not a good file. I've ordered a thread file, but I haven't received one yet, so I'm using an ordinary file. You can use an ordinary file if you want. It's of course easier to use a thread file, I hope, when I get one. Okay, so now I took off the height of the thread that was too much. Now the thread will be flat, so now it's a matter of making it round again by filing a little bit on the sides and try and make the thread the original shape, or ish at least. And it's also important when you do this that you make sure that the thread is very soft, polished, so that when you try to slide a string, it doesn't get caught in grooves that you made with the file. That's not very good. So you have to be careful about that, making the shape and the surface of the thread be really round and smooth. Otherwise you've done more damage than you've done good. So yes, let's check. It's a lot better. So we have this one. It's really not a lot, but now that we are doing it anyway, might as well take care of this one also. That's it. I barely flatten it, so really not a lot of reshaping needed. Oh, and after you've done it after you've filed it, you can take a 1000 grit sandpaper and just polish it, because that way you are even more certain that you get a smooth thread. Yeah, this is nice and smooth now. And the last one, oh, and I want to do this. I want to use the sandpaper on this one also, because that's actually yep. And now reshaping this one. This one needed to take off a little bit more here. Nice and round again. Now it just needs polishing a bit. nice and smooth. And nice and smooth here also. So now all the threads are level.